Oh, yeah, I can. Mhm.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Jeff Burkhart with Literacy Network. I'm the Executive Director, and I'm here speaking with our Student Services Manager, Tania Rivera. Hi, Tania. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Pretty great. How about you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Sometimes when you go live, it causes the vocal cords to do funny things. It happens to me all the
Good point.
time. So I'm here because I want to celebrate Tania's wonderful contributions to Literacy Network and to our students and to our staff as the first manager of our student services team. Tania has done such a wonderful job with supporting our students through some very challenging times. Of course, especially during COVID in the last year. Um, and Tania, sadly, is leaving Literacy Network. So we wanted to have an opportunity to reflect on Tania's time with us, have an opportunity to thank her for her wonderful work, and also to just talk about some of the more interesting challenges that she's overcome and some of the wonderful things that we've been able to do with Tania here at Literacy Network. So Tania, I've known you for a longer period of time than you worked at Literacy Network.
Yes.
We met, I want to say, probably about 5 or 6 years ago
Yeah.
when you were working at Centro Hispano, and you were on the hire committee, which is part of the United Way, and we all worked together on some projects. I'm just curious why you decided you wanted to work at Literacy Network.
You know, when I moved to the United States, I knew that I wanted to start a career where I could help people. So basically, a career with a purpose. And that's why I started working in the nonprofit sector like 7 years ago. And I started at Centro Hispano. They gave me my first big opportunity in the United States. And I started as a receptionist there, a part-time receptionist, actually many years ago. And I remember I used to greet and welcome the refugee students of the basic level class from Literacy Network. And that's when I met Greg, actually the instructor of the class. He's still the instructor of the class. And I saw a lot of commitment, and the students were so engaged. They didn't miss class. They always arrive on time, you know. That was something that I saw twice a week, every week. And as you know, time progressed, I was promoted to another position, and I always going to be very grateful to Centro Hispano, but eventually I also knew that I wanted to pursue something different. And that's when I saw the job posting on Facebook for the Student Services Manager position. And I thought that's a place where I can see myself working because of the mission, because of the work that you do. And because not, I mean, a lot of people might think, oh, they only teach English classes, right? And it's not true. We actually go beyond that with the other programs that we offer. So this has been an organization that I have always admired. And I thought, well, let's apply, let's see what happens. And I had 2 interviews, first with Caitlin and then with the team, and it went pretty well. And that's when I joined the organization about 2 years ago.
Yeah. That's really good to hear. I actually have a similar journey in my relationship with Literacy Network. There were just so many good people that I knew who worked at Literacy Network, and I felt that there was a lot of positive things happening, and that's why I came to Literacy Network in 2008.
Oh,
It's been a long time ago now. But I think there's some consistency there in terms of the types of people who are attracted to working at Literacy Network and the culture that has evolved. I want to say that you are definitely one of the great contributors to that culture in terms of the commitment to our students and to ensuring that we have a quality program in place for those students so that we always are sure to follow through and to offer opportunity to our students to focus on the individual needs that they express to us. Can you tell me about something that you're most proud of in your time here?
Of course, so when I started, you guys already had set up like a system to serve our students, but when this pandemic started about a year ago, we had to adapt to provide more services to our students because, as you know, like half of them lost their jobs as soon as the pandemic started, and they lost their jobs, they lost their source of income, they were unable to pay for rent, to put food on the table, they lost health insurance. So they were going through a lot. So that's when you and the management team and also student services, we started working together to see how we can help them. So beyond providing English, GED, and citizenship classes, what else can we do? So I have to say that I'm very, very proud of the way in which we came together to connect with other agencies to provide those resources to students, how we have been able to help them to access financial assistance resources, food being delivered to their homes. They don't have to drive, to a place to get it. And just the connections that we have been doing. And also when all of this started, I remember we did have like a short list of resources. And I remember we started surveying the students. And like by the third day, I think we got like about 100 requests of information in student services. I mean, Alejandra, Frida, and Jenny and I were like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Because we didn't have enough information resources to provide them with. But I have to say that I'm very proud of the team, of my team, and seeing how also we came together to support students and how we even, started working extra hours and connecting with the agencies and creating a referral system with other agencies to better serve our students. So to me, that's a great accomplishment of this organization. I remember when you and I met with the Catholic Multicultural Center, right, to create this connection and serve our students. So I have to say that we have come a long way since then. And now that I'm leaving, there is a system. We have these connections. We have this amazing list of resources that student services can continue to use to connect with other agencies. And I'm just very proud of how we have been able to help our students face this pandemic.
Yeah, I'm also very proud of that. And to see, the work that we did collaboratively, and you were, right at the center of it. You pulled together those resources. This was something that we really hadn't done before, to provide resources outside of the educational area. And it was just because it was so necessary, and we knew that our students had great needs, and they trusted the information that you and your team were providing to them on a regular basis. So one thing that you started to do, and the student services team worked on, was to call our students each week. Whether we had been calling students before the pandemic, to remind them about classes and just to check in and see, especially if people have missed a class or something, we'll check in and make sure everything's okay, and that helps to kind of build a connection with them. But this was more, how are you able to put food on the table? Are you, do you have concerns about COVID and that sort of thing? I'm really excited to see that continue. What are some of the things that you're excited to see that you've put in place to see those things continue?
I would say this system that we created, the referral systems that we have. I know Alejandra is taking over this position. For those who don't know Alejandra, she started as a student at Literacy Network many years ago, and now that I'm leaving, she's going to be taking over this position. So the team is going to be in great hands. So I know that she's going to continue to research information for the students. Even if the pandemic ends, I know that, if something like this happens in the future, and even if it doesn't, Student Services is going to be ready to serve our students and connect them to those resources, So I hope that that continues, and I know it will, because Alejandra, it's something that it's on her list of priorities based on conversations we have had in the past couple of weeks. So I would like to see that develop throughout the years.
Yeah. I think that we're going to see the student services area continue to thrive because of the foundation you've put in place. And we have a great team.
Yes.
Even though we're losing you, which we're sad about, Alejandra is going to do a great job, and Frida will do a great job. And I know that we're going to continue to see the student services area serve the students really well throughout the coming years. So can we talk about why you're leaving?
Sure.
We're sad about it, but I know that it was a good family decision for you. You talked about coming to Madison and Centro Hispano, giving you your first opportunity in the United States. So you're moving kind of closer, right, to your family.
Yeah, so I'm actually from Tijuana, California. So there was an opportunity that presented itself last year. So for my husband and I to move here, so to San Diego. I'm sorry, I didn't say that, to move to San Diego. And we moved here back in December. And I remember when I talked to Caitlin and to you and Jennifer about moving here, you were very supportive. And you said, well, you can continue working from San Diego remotely, and the whole reason why I moved here is because we wanted to be closer to family. Has been very tough to be far away for over 7 years. So I'm very thankful to you for allowing me to work from here. But eventually, I had to start setting, roots here in San Diego here, because I'm starting a life here. So I need to get a job here. So that's why I'm leaving Literacy Network. However, I'm always going to be grateful, especially to you and to Caitlin and to Jennifer and my team for the great opportunity that you gave me. This is bittersweet because I'm happy that I'm closer to family and that there are other opportunities coming. But at the same time, I live in such a great agency, and I'm saying it from the bottom of my heart. Like, this has been the best place where I have ever worked, to be honest, and I have felt supported, and I have learned so much. Literacy Network is a school, and I have learned so much from all of you and the students. So this was a very, very difficult decision, but I'm also very happy because of what's coming.
Yeah, I'm very happy for you, and you found a new job.
I did. So I applied for an emergency resources coordinator position at the International Rescue Committee. So I'm actually going to start on March 15th.
I'm so excited for you.
Thank
Wonderful.
You.
Yeah. And I know that your skills will serve them very well.
And I hope so. I hope so. And I'm just, as I said before, I love working for the community, and this is a position where I'm going to be able to continue the same, and just I'm very, very excited for this opportunity that it's coming. But as I said, I'm also very sad because I'm transitioning.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we're sad to have to say goodbye to you as a coworker. We'll stay in touch and we'll stay connected, and I look forward to seeing all the wonderful things you are able to do throughout your career. So, and I'm glad that we could be a part of your journey.
Thank you. I'm always going to be very grateful to Literacy Network and to the whole team. And I'm taking everything that I learned with me, and thank you also for the good reference that you guys gave. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. And as you said, we met many years ago too. And I remember having the same higher meetings, and I saw you at a march once, DACA march once, and I can tell that you are the kind of leader who is caring for the community, and you really have a passion for helping the community, not only inside of Literacy Network, but also outside. So thank you for the work that you do.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's an honor to be able to be involved in our community and support it, and to get to meet people like you, and to work alongside you and all of our wonderful co-workers.
Thank you, Jeff.
So, yeah. Well, Tania, thank you so much. I'm going to end this conversation so that I don't start crying. I want to recognize you for your wonderful work, and to what a great way to celebrate International Women's Day also, by celebrating one of our wonderful staff. And there will be many more conversations like this in the future with people connected to Literacy Network, to talk about why they're connected to the organization. So,
thank you, Jeff. And before we finish this, could I say something to the students?
Oh yeah, please.
I just want to say that it has been a great experience working with all of you. Besides being the student services manager, I was also the academic advisor of the transitions class. So I'm very happy to see how far these students have gone, taking classes at Madison College and at other local nonprofit organizations. So I'm very proud and I'm very happy for them. And I'm going to say something in Spanish, if you don't mind.
Please.
Muchísimas gracias a toda la comunidad, a los estudiantes de Literacy Network por el trabajo arduo, por el corazón que le ponen cuando toman las clases, a pesar de que ahorita estamos en línea. Como Jeff y yo comentábamos, Alejandra, quienes ustedes ya conocen, va a quedar a cargo de la posición. Saben que ella es un amor y les va a poder apoyar en todo lo que ustedes necesiten. Muchas gracias por todo lo que me han enseñado. Thank you, Jeff.
Sí, muchas gracias a ti.
Gracias.
Sí. Okay, now I started crying. You started speaking in Spanish and started crying, of course. But yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For all you've done. And we look forward to seeing all the great things you do.
We'll remain connected. You'll see.
Absolutely. Have a great afternoon in sunny San Diego.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.